Hello farmers, welcome back to Hinterland. Just finishing up putting lime down in the field over here by the forest. Got it all plowed up, and we need lime, got to put that on down. And I need to put lime down in the field that we harvested last episode with soybeans. I went over there with a plow as well because the field needed to be plowed. But I wanted to expand the field as wide and as long as we can, just to get more product into the ground so we can make some more cash off the land that we own. So we'll head on over there and get that lined up also. And then we got to buy ourselves a weed sprayer. Even though we don't have weeds, running precision farming, none of these fields have been sprayed for weeds yet. So the scoring on that is so-so. So let's get the weed sprayer and get the score up as high as we can. Because right now our overall score is a 50, which is... it's okay because we don't actually have a bonus for selling material. But if our score gets too low, we can actually lose money on selling items. So I don't want to get that far. So I'm going to try to keep these fields as best we can until we actually start harvesting. That's when the scores will really jump up. And now it won't be until next year, until June. I did borrow some more money. No surprise there. We're up to an $8 million loan. And I think by the time we get done with it, I'll probably end up with the $10 million loan max. We still got like a cotton module harvester to buy. Still got the root crop harvester to buy with the headers. Still got to buy a planter. I'm out of land, I think, to make more fields. I got to make 3 more fields for sure. But I would like another wheat or barley field or oat field, just so we can get the straw off of it, and also maybe make some grist meal in our grist mill for possibly either selling it or maybe using it on the animals. I gotta double check what the animals need for feed, especially the sheep. The cows I think we'll have pretty much covered. I learned over here when I was plowing the field that we don't actually own all the land in this corner. That's why it may look a little weird, because it says, hey, you don't own this land, don't try to plow our land. Okay, no problem, so I stopped doing that. But yeah, I got this field expanded a little bit more. I guess I could just plant wheat or barley in this field. I think I can still plant in October, so maybe we'll plant before we skip to the month of September. We already went past September. It's October. Before we go to November, I want to get to November this episode. I want to see those bales that we wrapped. We got conditioned grass, and we also got fresh grass. I want to make sure if they both turn out to be true silage, grass silage, then when I go to make silage bales, I'm going to do conditioned grass into silage because the bales are bigger. So that will definitely reduce the amount of bales we have lying around the farm. And also today we're going to do some decorating around the farm. I want the farm looking, or at least the farmyard looking, very good throughout the entire series. I don't want to be like East Vineland, to where that was building up the farm and making it look good, but I'm not even there yet, and the series is almost over. So I want this farmyard to look very well throughout the entire series. So I got some ideas. We're going to get some stuff done. And I'm not going to do it all at once, because like anything, sometimes it's good just to take it slow, decorate as you go, because more ideas are going to come to you, and it's better just to take a little bit more time and get some more ideas instead of having to build, destroy. Other than the sheds, I'm pretty happy of the layout so far, of the way it's looking. But yeah, we need some decorative pieces around there, and we'll be getting that next month. But field work for today is priority number 1. Get everything done. The weeds I need to spray today. I say weeds, but you know what I'm saying. The reason why I need to do it today is because the crops may grow, and as long as they're in the first growth stage, we can go into the fields and take care of the weeds without destroying our crop. I don't have to do the whole field. I just need to go in there and spray for a second. If you're new to precision farming, it's going to look kind of weird. I'm spraying weeds where there are no weeds, but like I said before, it's all for the score. Also between last episode and this one, there was an update to the map. I did update the map. I did not, of course, start a new save game. A new save game is not required for the update. The only thing that'll be different if you don't start a new save game is the forest area, really. She had to remove, well, not remove, but redo the foliage on the ground in the forest. So if you start with a new save game, it's, you know, you're going to see a lot of, I think like the mushrooms and sticks and all that will be on the forest ground. If I go up into the forest now, you're not going to see a lot of the stuff on the ground, if any, of the sticks and mushrooms. But we do have, you know, some foliage on the ground, so it's not completely bare. Also, some changes will be like on the bridges. Apparently, during the winter months, it will now accumulate snow on the bridges. And also, the sound of the water has been reduced as well. And I think that's the major changes that she announced on it. So, yes, I did update the map. So the forest areas are going to look a little bit bland on the ground, but not... I've been up there, it's not really that bad. So, I can add them. I think I can add it back in if I wanted to by going around and doing some landscaping, but I think that's fine. Alright, so I'm done with lime spreading. So let's go bring this back to the farm. And since I'm in the JCB, I think I'll just continue in the JCB. I thought about grabbing the Voltra, but yeah, we'll just stick with the JCB for now. And we're going to go buy ourselves a weed sprayer. And this won't take us too long. And once again, for now, I'm still just driving in here and dropping things off anywhere. So when I go look for it later on, I don't remember where it is. Off to the store. So yeah, $8 million loan so far, and between the two harvesters and the planter, that's going to be another $1 million spent right there. So that leaves me $1 million on other materials and stuff. And land is what, 80 some odd thousand? This sprayer is going to cost us like 80 some odd thousand. Sprayer. So we need the see and spot spraying to get the top score. So with the mods I have, I'm down to like two options. The Kubota series will allow me to do it, and this one right here, the Power Spray John Deere, which comes with a Precision Farming DLC pack. But I'm gonna go with just the Kubota, just because it goes on the back and it'd be pretty simple. We want the widest working width because eventually we will have weeds to deal with. Capacity, we don't need that much herbicide, as we know. See and spot spraying, yes. And I could change the colors, but I think we're just going to leave everything normal here. Yep, so 80 grand. Yep, thank you. Let's go pick that up. And we'll top this tank off. Up at the shop, or at the farm. So we've done pretty close to 85 episodes on East Vineland, and I don't think I've filled the herbicide tank on that sprayer, and I still haven't used one tank. At least I can remember. I don't think I've refilled that thing yet. So we're not going to go through herbicide hardly at all, and I shouldn't actually go through any today. Herbicide, yes please. There we go. 2,160. So if you're new to precision farming, see and spot spraying basically means that that's what we paid a lot of money for in the sprayer. It only sprays a herbicide where it seeds weeds. So you save a lot on herbicide. This crop is only in the first growth stage, right? Yeah, we're fine. So just to give you an idea of what we're doing here and why I want to raise up the score, if we go, all right, so we're in this field right here. Right now it's got a score of 55. The first bar is for nitrogen, second bar is for lime, third one is for weeds. It's right in the middle at 50%. So when I spray this overall score for 55 should go up. And maybe our overall score at 50, that's with all of our fields combined, that score will start going on up. So I got the sprayer on, but you see no herbicide coming out because it doesn't see any weeds. But now if I go into here, now this score in this field is 70, and our overall score went up by 1 point. I think when I get up to 54, 55, we'll start getting to where we get bonuses when we sell stuff. And you can get up to a 15% increase in sales. So if you sold something for $1,000, 15% increase means you'll get an extra $150 for that. I don't know why I'm folding it up. We got plenty of room right now to go around. The grass field, I don't think... Oh, I didn't spray weeds anywhere, so... actually, we actually got 2 fields here, so I got to spray in these 2 fields. Interesting. So we'll just spray it here. I think that's far enough away from the original field. And the spray there. Didn't register in either one. Although being a grass field, this grass is not even close to being ready for harvest, right? Just want to make sure. This grass is ready for harvest, so spraying for weeds may not work in this field. That's interesting. That grass is ready for harvest. It doesn't look like it's tall enough to be harvested, but okay. I think the grass texture is different on this map than what I'm used to. Alright, so we're spraying for weeds that aren't here. Yeah, I know. You can still see the tank is at 1,800 liters, so I haven't used 1 drop. Let's go over this right here. Oh, look at that. When I went over the water, the bars kind of dropped a little bit on the sprayer. Alright, so our overall score now is up to 57. Oh, so it did register in this field. That's up to 72, but not enough in that grass field yet. Alright, I'm going to go around. I'm going to get this grass field here, this barley field over here, and then come over here to this barley field. I think I got barley there. Yeah. So let me go around and spray the rest of these, because, yeah, you've seen enough of that. And then I think we're all set to move on. No, I think actually I'm going to come over here and plant wheat. Get some wheat in that field. Won't take us long to plant there. And then we'll move on to November to decorating around the farmyard and make it look nice and pretty. Hopefully. Alright, so now I'm kind of remembering how precision farming scoring works on a map like this. I got it still set in my head like on East Vineland. Go take care of that field. Well, fields are on lots. Well, some of my fields here are on combining lots, so that's why the scores can look kind of weird. Like on the grass field there, the reason why it registered on that part of the grass field is because this part of the grass field, would that be the northern part? Let's just go to the map here. This part of the grass field right here is on the same lot as this field over here. So when I sprayed for weeds over here, it didn't register, but when I sprayed for weeds over on field number 2, since it's on the same lot as this one, it registers, and I can't get it to register down here because this is on a different lot and it's grass and it's ready for harvest. But overall, you can see our score is now up to 63. And if we scroll on down, it says your environmental score increases your sale price by 4%. So I don't know if that counts with electricity, but I hope it does. But overall, yeah, we should be doing a lot better on some of our fields. So we're done weed spraying without using 1 drop of herbicide. But that's okay. Let's go grab the case tractor and we'll bring over the horse drill and we'll put some wheat over here. That way, you know, the sooner the better. I need straw. I know I talked about getting cows last episode, and I was thinking, well, we'll have silage and hay. One problem I will have is I won't have straw. Now, that one thing that will decrease is the amount of manure we get. And, yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Let's see, the case is down here. I was washing the drill. Oh, I'm getting kind of low on the diesel. I think I got plenty of diesel to get the field planted. Drop that off there. Yeah, all the things on this map that we're doing, which is precision farming, hard economy, crop rotation, I did all that. Done all that before, like on East Vineland we're doing it. It's the Maize Plus that's adding all this other stuff to it. And we'll learn as we go. Alright, so see if I can do this correctly this time. Okay, so there is that. Now if I pull forward and get the seed out of the trigger and only have the fertilizer. Aha. See, I remember how to do things. Why did you stop? We're not done. Thank you. Alright, let's switch on over to wheat. Wait, was I on wheat? I gotta remember, I thought I planted barley in both fields. What did I plant? Oh, I do got a wheat field. And barley. And barley. Okay. See, running 3 series at one time is probably not the best idea because I'm forgetting what I planted. So I can plant wheat or barley. I think I'll go ahead and plant barley because that is a pretty big field of wheat over there. It wasn't long ago I had, what, 150, 180,000, and I'm already down to 56,000 again. Yeah, so it's not going to take me long to get the barley into the field. The soil is not the greatest because we can see the seed rate is awfully high. But that's alright. It is what it is. I still think even with a high seed rate, it uses less seed than what the base game would be. Now we're using average amount of seed. But it's one of those things you can't do much about the soil. All we can do is put lime down on it to get the acidity right. And then of course add fertilizer for the type of soil and crop that we're putting in. And I do think we are going to be getting the header trailer for the combine and the header itself. Because what we do for decoration tomorrow, you'll see why. We're going to need a trailer because it'll be hard to get the header in and out of the farmyard. But moving to the month of November, I think we'll have then one more month for the cows before they start producing milk. Only 2 cows, but at least we'll get the production going. We need to get a lot of things up and going because it's going to be a while before we make money from the products. Even though we are going to be harvesting next year, by the time the products are actually made, and by the time we actually sell them when the price is at its best, it might be a year and a half before we actually sell some things. So that wind turbine, it should offset the loan interest. I hope it should. I think that's making like $33,000 a month for us, and I think our loan interest is going to be somewhere up near that by the time we get done. Well, anywho, let me go ahead and get the rest of this field planted with barley, and then we can move on to get doing some decorating in the month of November around the farmyard and make it look a little bit better around there. The soil in this field sucks. Just going by the seed rate, and it's like 95% of the time seems like it's in the red. But yeah, it's not much we can do about it. So we'll get this field done. Also, I want to mention, because somebody did correct me, I think I said in the last episode, I was having issue with courseplay following a worker and not being able to switch to the implement. Yes, they are correct. I meant follow me. That's the mod that allows a worker to follow you, and that's, yeah, follow me, not courseplay. So yeah, I was having issues with that working. Just get your implement working first. I had the same issue on East Vineland as well, so has nothing to do with Maize Plus. So I guess follow me has kind of an issue. I don't know if anyone else has run into that, but basically what it is, if you get follow me behind whatever you're doing, and you hire a worker on follow me, then you get in the tractor in front and you go to switch to the implement in the back, and try to activate it, turn it on, or whatever, you can't. I don't know how many times I did that in East Vineland and never ran across it, but now it's doing it. So either I just, the way my setup I was doing it, and I just never did in that sequence, and now I'm noticing it, have no idea. But yeah, so they were correct. I meant follow me, not courseplay. Just want to clarify that. We are just about done with a barley field. Yeah, the wheat, barley, oats. The main reason we're doing it is to get straw for the cows. But I could also make some grist grain in the grist mill. And I think we can feed that to the sheep. And that is, I forgot what category that falls under for them. But it falls under one of the categories. Part of me may get involved into, I know I said I wouldn't do chickens on this map, but maybe we get a couple years under our belt with the Maize Plus, and I can figure out, the feed and all that. If I feel comfortable enough, we'll go ahead and get ourselves some chickens. All right, so we are pretty much done making or planting for the year. I probably will make a couple more fields. I may do it in between this episode, next episode. It all depends on how those silage bales turn out, because I got to cut grass, and that will depend on how I do it. Let's go ahead and just park this in here like I do with everything else. First open spot I see, that's where we're going. And detach. Alright, so we are all set. I'm going to have to probably borrow some more money when we start doing some landscaping around here and putting down what I want to put down. So these 2 bales should be ready tomorrow. So this is what I'm talking about. Grass condition. This is 6,500 liters, and it's fermenting, of course, into silage. And then we come over here, we got grass fresh, and that bale is only 5750. They are the same size bale, 240 centimeters, but one holds more than the other. So if they both turn into just regular silage, I'd rather do conditioned grass. That's conditioned grass down there. I think I've only done conditioned grass and fresh grass, but most of these are conditioned grass. Yep. So we're all set there. Let's run on home. I mean, you guys got grass? You do. You guys did take the conditioned grass from your field. We got the real grazing mod on. And of course the cows should be more than happy. The one thing I do got to remember is when our animals get to be 5 years old, they could pass away. So we got to keep an eye on that. But since we're only in like month number 3, we're all set here. All right, so the money is sitting at 56,259. We'll just say 56,000. See what our money is when we wake up. It should be lower, but not, hopefully not by a whole lot. We will see. Someone left the door open. That'd be me. And the trigger is, one thing I don't really check on, but I think we're just gonna buy everything new. Although a trailer would be not a manure spreader. Just a regular trailer so I can bring feed back and forth to feed the animals. But I wonder if a trailer like this, you take hay pellets. Everything's scrolling so quickly. I can't say I saw it there, but not to say... I'll worry about that at a different time. I'll have to double check it. Yeah, we'll sleep to 8. If 8 o'clock is not bright enough, then we'll advance until 9 o'clock. But now we're just going to get into doing some farm work, or farmyard work, landscaping, and all that. So, it may look like we did lose money overnight, but overall throughout the day, between our wind turbine running all day, we earn money by the hour. I'm coming into here, because I want to see what the loan interest is up to. 26,666. So it's not that bad. In my theory, the wind turbine should be bringing us in like 33,000 a month. And did I put that up in the month of October? Because if I put that wind turbine up in September, then that means I'm not getting... I guess we'll find out in November, because I don't remember what month we put it up in. It could have been last month. I have no idea. All of our fields are looking, I assume, rather well. Should be no weeds. A little cloudy this morning, so the sunrise is not going to look as beautiful as it possibly could. Although if we get some orange clouds, that'd be not too bad. I am just so glad that I'm actually in the month of November, and it's been a while now, and it hasn't happened. Fingers crossed it doesn't. But yeah, the flickering tree issue seems to be gone. I know some people. I put out a video maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago about my graphic settings and how I got rid of the flickering. A couple people, it made it worse. A couple people said it was better. I don't know. All I can do is tell you what I did. Anywho, now it's time to go ahead and make the farmyard look just a little bit better. So let's go into construction mode. That's a 9 meter. It's not the 12 meter. I would be interested if it was a 12 meter. Because we don't have one. I don't need it now, but I mean, if it's on sale, yeah, why wouldn't you? Construction. Give it a second. There we go. All right, let's come into here. And landscaping and painting. We are doing, not riverbank, we're doing gravel, right? That's what we're doing. So I do got free landscaping on, but that's for landscaping and painting. It does pay for we will have to pay for trees and fencing and all that. So we need to come in here. We'll do that. Let's see, somewhere like right in here. I hope my cursor doesn't keep jumping around. It does that once in a while. I'm not sure what does that. I don't know if it's my steering wheel maybe causing it to do that. And let's come into here. All right, now I need to kind of back on up. So what I need to do is come into here and kind of stop flickering back and forth. You're going to irritate me. See, it flickered down there. I wasn't down there and I placed it there. I'll have to go around later and probably correct some of this stuff. Watch out for the bales because it could delete the bales. All right, I just want to go that far so I can get myself a good straight line here. And we'll just do this. And might as well just have that come straight out like that. Really wish it wouldn't flicker like that. Yeah, we'll leave that like that for now. All right, so what I want to do here is we want to go into decoration, fencing. And first thing I need to put down is a gate. And I'm looking for the gate that I was choosing. And I think we're going to go with this gate right here. All right, how far? Yeah, we'll go in like this. It may not look wide enough, but this is why I want to start with this first. It should be. Now it should open inward. And the biggest thing I think we'll have be going through here would be the combine, right? Gates are something I usually don't have because I just don't want the hassle having to get in and out. But I think it'll just add a little bit more attractiveness to the farm. Yeah, I should be able to get through here, no problem. I mean, that's what they're made for. Yeah, but that's why the header won't be going on through. Alright, so that is the start. And I'll be using that gate on any entryway into the farmyard. We'll just keep people out of our farmyard that are traveling around here. What people you may ask? Well, use your imagination. That's all I'm going to say. Let me go ahead and we'll just close that on up. It should always open in that way. That's why when you put it down, it shows you which way it opens. And I want it to open inward. Okay, back into construction. Back into decoration and fencing. So what we're going to be using next are stone walls. And this is basically, it's pretty simple. This is called stone wall mod. So it should be in the mod link down below. And now it's just a matter of picking out what stone wall I want to choose. And I think it was this one right here. It's a little higher than that. Can I not... I wasn't thinking about the post matching up. That's going to look a little bit weird. So what I'm trying to do is get this one to kind of like rotate over the other one, if it will. I think it'll be kind of hard for it to do that. Yeah, so I think the stone walls are all going to have the same post on it. Any of them have matching... That's closer. Alright, what I may do is try to use the posts that are here as a starting point, and then later on I can delete the fence and maybe rotate the fence inside these posts, if that makes any sense. That way we can kind of hide them. So let me pick up the stone wall. I wanted it again. I think it's this one right here. Get as close as I possibly can, like that. And now we're just going to come on down here. Actually, let me go ahead and... Nope, stop doing that. Collides with another item. Oh, you're not going to let me place it inside that fence. Even though I got the place anywhere mod, it won't let me do that. Alright, let me do some thinking of how to do this. So it looks, I don't want to say perfect, but close to perfect as I can get it. Well, after doing some searching on the mod hub and fiddling around a little bit, I think this is about the best I'm going to get it. I found this on the mod site, which is from Elk Mountain Modding. I'll put that in the mods below, and this will be on the Giants mod hub. But this is their gate. They got a couple of gates you can use, but this is actually a lot wider, and it allows me to kind of clip into the post a little bit. Plus, it has a stone look to it at the end. I tried to get this post to snap into here, but I had the same problems like it did on the other fence. Wouldn't let me snap in there, but it would let me snap close enough to here to make it kind of match up. And the stone is close to what the stone wall mod has. So a wider opening, which is great. There is also a gate that has like an archway, but it has something going over it. So I think bringing in tall things might be an issue in the future. So I don't have to redo the gate over again. So we'll leave that as is. But let's go back into construction and kind of get this ongoing. I may have lost some cash because, you know, building, deleting, you lose some money. And I didn't pay attention where I was money-wise, but it's okay. We're going to be making a lot of money here in the future. Just not right now, we're not. Oh, goody. Was it this fence? I think it was. All right, let's come on down here. Snap into that. And we just want to go all the way down the road. Try to keep it the same distance from the road. That's 14 grand. All right. I mean, you can always borrow some more money. Why not? Snap in there. And then what I want to do is come up this road here. Oh, wow. This is going to be expensive. Do I really want to go all the way up to the farmyard? To the home? Let me just extend it out to here for now. All right. So, do I want to put another gate down here? I mean, I said I was going to, right? All right, I guess so. So if you're looking for the gates from Elk Mountain Modding when you download it, you got to come into, it's not under fencing, it's under other. And you got the one with the, you can see where they got like a little archway going over the top. So that could be a little bit of an issue, I think, if you got a lot of big machinery. But we're just going ahead and we'll put this like so, somewhere around there. Back to fencing. Back to the stone wall. And come to like right about here. And then do it like that. And the same thing here. Try to get this symmetrical if I can, but it's probably not going to happen. And we'll just expand this to there for now. And then go from here. And as close as I can until it doesn't stay collided with another object. Alright, so now we got like a stone wall. Looking nice. Now, I would like to, but I didn't check on this. I probably should have. But my idea is here, instead of just buying trees full grown, if I go to pallets and I come on down here to, I may have already gone past it. Here we go, tree saplings. I don't need that. I don't need 240 though. I'd rather plant my own trees and watch them grow. I think that'd be kind of fun. What are these? Do I get the option here? I do. But now I'm not sure how this works. So if somebody else has tried this and tested it, let me know. So there's two kind of saplings in the game. If you got the standard game, these are the saplings you can buy. If you got the Platinum Edition, you got the other ones, which I can show you again. They're very, very short. These saplings here tend to take longer to grow, which is the base game saplings, than apparently these tree saplings do from the Platinum Edition. And of course, we can lease on this series, so I can get these, which is, they're not that expensive. They'd be like 10, well, I think I'd want to put maple trees. So that would be 12,000 for, that's a lot of trees. We don't need to plant that many. And then buy the planter for it. Maybe we'll do that next episode. I'll wait to see if I got any feedback on those saplings there. So I think the Platinum Edition saplings grow faster. I think within a year, they'll be full grown. As the other ones, it might take a couple years. But I just want to plant some trees right down the stone wall to kind of give us some barrier between the road and the farmyard itself. Alright, so we got that kind of done. I think I'm done building a stone wall for now. But at least we got something. It's starting to look a little bit more like a farmyard. Now, I do want to come on down here. And I will have to touch this up a little bit because my cursor slipped. Or was jumping around. So these silage bales, what do they turn out to be? Oh, they're not done yet fermenting. Well, we can just fast forward some time here and see what they're doing. So I think they're just both going to turn into silage, grass silage and grass silage. So yeah, it turns out to be the same. So I think when I go to create the other fields for next year, because we're done planting for this year, but I got to make at least 3 more fields. So we need 4 for planting next year. Of course, we already got 1 pre-made across the way. You can see it. It's kind of way off in the distance. But next year we got to plant cotton, corn, sugar beet, and potatoes. So I got 1 field. I need to make 3 more. And I would like to get them all set. And why not do them now so I can cut the grass and start getting some silage. But now that we do got silage, we can make some TMR for our 2 cows. But really, they should be doing fine on feed because they're doing grazing from their own meadow. And they should be getting tons of food in here. For 2 cows, they should have plenty. You ladies, does it show me? It doesn't show me how old you are by walking up to you. Are you 23 or 24? You're only 21 months old. I thought you were... Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, we bought them at 18 months old, I think. So we played 3 months. So we got to wait until they're 24 before we start getting some milk. I don't have any more straw, so if they run out of straw, I'll have to buy some. But overall, even though everything's in the red, this should last 2 cows quite a while because this pen holds 200 or 250? 240. So that should last them quite a while. As for the sheep, well, I think the sheep will be doing just fine as well. Food, yeah, they're down a little bit on food, but not a whole lot. But I can see I probably am because we only got 10 sheep here. And this pen only holds 12,500 liters of food. I think we're going to have to upgrade how much the pen can hold for food because they're going to go through it rather quickly. So at least I got my answer on the conditioned grass and fresh grass. They both just turn into grass silage. So we'll just do conditioned grass to make silage because the bales will be bigger. All right, so as for, decorate more around the farm, I think I'm going to wait a little bit more on that because, but at least we got the beginning of it. I do want to do the stone wall like all the way around the farmyard, going all the way around by the silo, put some gates in, and of course curve around to the other side of the cow barn. That's what I really want to do. And I also want to decorate around the farmhouse as well, but I need to kind of save the money for other things that we're going to need. And if anyone does know, I think I may just end up planting those maple trees along here, the Platinum Edition, because those saplings will be kind of fun because those saplings will be, I don't think we'll even see the saplings in here when we put them on down. And hopefully they'll grow up nice and tall. But yeah, at least we got ourselves a nice looking farmyard. How does this turn out down here? Yeah, not too bad. As long as they're touching and kind of into one another, we're fine. And actually that Elk Mountain modding gate kind of blends in with the stone wall mod rather well. I did put this gate in the right... Okay, thank you. Should have probably tested that first off, but the gate does open incorrectly. Oh, you know what I should have done? It's off a little bit. But center up the gate to the center of the garage. I mean, it's close enough where it's not bad, but also... it may bother some people, including myself, that it's off just a little bit. Well, it depends on how you stand. I mean, if I just get just right... There you go. See, it's lined up. Maybe it is lined up. Or maybe it's not. But if you, depending how you look at it. There we go. I'll just stand like that for you. A little bit off center so it lines on up. But yeah, we'll continue with the stone wall further on once we know money-wise how we're doing. I still got more things I can put down here. Like, I know I talked about putting in a smaller shed up by... the building where we buy all our material from, but I do got a good amount of room down here where the roads are, so maybe I can put like a shed or something in the future here. Maybe I'll leave this open for like a bigger shed. I mean a bigger shed, because in the distant future, which could be like year 7 or so, we could have the extra large tractors. When I mean extra large, I'm talking tractors that are like over 600 horsepower, and we may have the bigger planters and bigger drills. The real big ones, they're like 28 meters wide because the fields are going to get awfully big around here, I think. But money-wise, I only got $2 more million I can borrow. And $1 million of that is going to go into the cotton module harvester, the root crop harvester, the 2 headers, and of course a planter. That's $1 million. So basically I got $1 million more to spend elsewhere. And that's not going to be a problem because I'm pretty much out of land to... put in fields, and I need 3 more fields to put on down. So that would cost us like $180, we'll just say $200,000 for, actually $250,000 for 3 fields. I think they're like $80,000 a piece. So 80 times 3 is 240. So yeah, I got to watch my spending now just a little bit. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here on Hinterland. But until then, have a good one.